Now this argument, the teleological argument, was widely thought to really be demolished by Hume.
Veritas48.
A long time ago. But the argument has come roaring back into popularity in recent days.
He's good.
In microbiology.
God loves him.
Breathtaking complexity in the workings of the cell. I think it's also in part due to popular media.
Okay, he's talking about the tit-licking logical argument, which points out that if the constants in nature were changed by just a smidge, there'd be no rocks. So there must be a God who likes rocks.
Now I'm going to talk about fine-tuning here. Excuse me. I'm going to talk about fine-tuning here.
He's going to talk about fine-tuning.
By fine-tuning, what I mean is that the values actually assumed by the constants and quantities in question are such that any small deviations from those values would render the universe life prohibiting.
And rock prohibiting, too. Or life. It works for both.
Now, can cosmic fine-tuning be plausibly attributed to physical necessity? According to this, the constants and quantities under discussion must have had the values they do. There doesn't seem to be anything physical to preclude different values of constants and quantities.
That about wraps that up.
Inflationary models suppress the fine-tuning of this universe, yet the fine-tuning pops up again in the initial conditions of the postulated prior universe. We just ruled out physical necessity. I'm going to do my best to rule out chance. In the absence of any reason to think that some universes are more improbable than others, we should treat all possibilities as equally probable. So this universe would really have no more probability than others. I'm going to give some reasons as to why I think the many worlds hypothesis is not as good an explanation as the design hypothesis, and I'm going to give a few reasons. Number one, it needs to be recognized that the many worlds hypothesis is no less
not now, kitty,
than the hypothesis. As the physicist theologian John Polkinghorne put it, the many universes account is sometimes presented as if it were purely scientific. But in fact, a sufficient portfolio of different universes could only be generated by speculative processes that go well beyond what sober science can honestly endorse.
Yeah, like that Einstein guy with his curved space-time. Bunch of speculative crap.
According to Occam's razor, we should not multiply causes beyond what is necessary to explain the effect. But it's simpler to posit one cosmic designer to explain our universe than to posit the infinitely bloated and contrived ontology of the many worlds hypothesis.
Math bad. Nick no like math. Math hurt brain. God easy. Nick like God.
It seems likely that an attempt to eliminate really any fine-tuning would itself actually prove fine-tuning.
Eliminate fine-tuning proves fine-tuning. Eliminate tuning proves fine-tuning. Nick broken.